I'm Mark Stern. I'm the director of Last Meal. It's a short film at AFI.
Jake Avin, I'm the producer.
It's about a diner that serves meals, theme meals of equivalents of people who are on death row. So you might get a Dahmer or a Gacy, and they'll serve it up to you. So it's kind of somewhere you go on a whim, or if you have a little bit of a weird little fetish. I think that wraps it up, and it's a love story combined with a revenge story that all happens in this diner. Well, we actually started with a robbery in a diner theme. We wanted to make a comedy, an action comedy, and we just kept pushing it and pushing it. We didn't think that was good enough, and we wanted to find a really unique concept. And so one of the writers we had on board brought up this Last Meal theme, and from there we just went and added in comedy and added in action and tried to make it as funny and as tension-filled as we could. That's where the concept came from. And the research was a blast, so we kind of went from there. I don't know, you got into it too, right?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Big fan of Death Row. The whole thing was a challenge, but I think we overcame it well, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest challenge for this film was there were two different genres we were trying to combine in one. We definitely wanted it to be a comedy, but at the same time there was action and raw. You know, the diner feel lends itself to a very raw feel, and in the action sequences we did it in a very fast way, and so combining those two genres was difficult in the filming and the editing and to get the movie that we wanted. So that was probably, I think for me, that was the biggest challenge, at least as a director. My advice, at least, is I thought about this, and it's story always. And you know, I think our greatest challenge was, you know, we had the flash, we had the style, but it was just concentrating every minute on making sure the story was great, because without it, it's nothing. I think a lot of the time you get a little confused when you're playing with tricks and you realize the camera angles you can do and how great the actors are. You want to, you know, get a little bit away and forget about the story. But as long as you concentrate every minute on it, then I think, you know, you'll have a good film.
I'm with you 100% on that.
We actually went to school together at the University of Southern California, the Peter Stark producing program. So we were in school for 2 years, and the film was out of a grant through them, and we signed up together after that. And one of the writers is from the Stark program also. So it was that's how we met, all in the school.
Right. It's very much a USC production, so it started there and it sort of evolved into something a little bigger, but that's where it all began. It's been great. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, you know, this is the first time I've been at AFI, and going to see the films and seeing what's out there, and it's really been a good experience and eye-opening and a lot of fun. I think because it's just fun. You know, it's a fun film. I mean, it has the uniqueness of story. It has good characters, and it's just plain. You know, you're gonna have a good time when you watch it and when you come out of the theater, I think.
Absolutely, it's just a fun ride from start to finish, and it's definitely very enjoyable, and we look forward to people's reactions tonight.
Well, we have plans to take themes from it in terms of combining the genres to make a feature. I think we might move away from the actual Last Meal diner into a little bit more of a teen world and comedy, but we definitely want to take those two genres of comedy and action, and we have a feature right now building on those. It's not exactly Last Meal, but is definitely building on those themes.
Similar tonally, that's sort of the world that we like to exist in, so that's what we're trying to do.
Absolutely.